foremost, are there some similarities to this ball club and maybe what they've gone through this year that you kind of see in yourself and in this team?
Yeah, it definitely is. Younger team, a lot of really good players, and learning how to play in the big leagues, and got off to a tough start, and they're playing better baseball. I think that we're in the same boat, same type of thing, playing better baseball, and looking forward to a series with a lot of really good young talent.
What are some of the challenges that a team like this can bring? I know Tony was talking earlier when he talked about the Pirates. He said you guys have that pitching and the foundation, but for their team maybe more so hitting. But yes, a lot of young guys working hard. What do you see as the challenges they bring?
Same thing. They've got a lot of good young position players that can really swing the bat, and we've got really good young pitching, and it should be a fun, exciting series here in Baltimore.
For a guy like Mike Burrows-Strami had talked to me earlier saying that was one of the guys in spring training that stood out to him right away. Just everything he brought, his aggressiveness on the mound, that change-up and how it's evolved. How have you seen Mike Burrows evolve and handle everything thrown at him this year?
He's handled a lot, mostly good. He's had a couple tough outings, but has responded really well to everything. The way that he works, we've talked about his competitiveness. He's like a silent assassin, and you don't even know. He doesn't say too much, but when he goes out there, he competes. Changeup has gotten better. Fastball velo has trended up. He's done a really nice job, especially in his rookie year.
A guy like O'Neill, he's been through some pretty prolonged struggles over the last couple of months. Obviously, the concussion as well mixed in there. What do you kind of want to see from him over these last few weeks, just in terms of trying to kind of finish the season on a more positive note?
Yeah, he has had some struggles around the All-Star game when he was going up there and looked a little more free to me and swinging, practicing for the home run derby. Just that's what I want to see, is the freedom, the joy of competing, which when you go through those struggles, it's tough. These guys, they feel it. They feel it every day. They feel it when they're going up. They want to come through. I think O'Neill, obviously wants to go up there and hit the big home run, get the big hit in the big moment, and just really settling down, relying on his athleticism and the gifts that he's got, and playing the game with that smile and aggressiveness that we know he can.
Go for it.
After coming off that series against Milwaukee, what are you hoping that the page turns here today and these guys can put on the field?
Yeah, we've done a decent job of it this year. Looking back on after the White Sox series and Rockies, especially out there when we lost those two tough ones, the 17-16 and then I think it was 8-4. Being able to turn the page and just that's what I like to see with these guys, is how do we respond? Because you're always going to have tough losses, tough series. How do we respond the next time out there? And looking forward to that tonight.
Triolo's gotten a lot more time at shortstop. Seems like he's been a little more comfortable, playing a little better out there. What have you seen, from him at that position? Which maybe he's a more natural third or second baseman, but he's doing pretty well out there, it looks like.
I think he's been doing great at short, and really the at bats have been really good. Bat has gotten better. I think the shortstop defense has been at a really high level. I know he had the one tough game. That's going to happen, and we talked about it that night. He works so hard, and he's so good. Not really worried about that at all. I think we'll see him bouncing back and forth between short and third, and throughout the remainder of the season. But really, the way he's played shortstop has been really, really good.
What do you look out of that position? I mean, do you view that as the captain of the infield, or what is it about shortstop that you look for?
Yeah, it definitely is the captain of the infield. Triolo is a baseball player. That's the thing that's so impressive. He always knows where to be. He's always, moving around. He's always talking to guys. Him and Nick have a good relationship, and and defensively, he's played really well over there.
And then one more on Bubba. Obviously, Sunday Rocky outing. Do you anticipate him sticking in the rotation right now, or have you talked to him about what his role is going to be in September?
Yeah, I mean, we're still having meetings. We're going to have one here right after BP and finalize some things. But we see Bubba Chandler as a starting pitcher. I know it was a tough outing. Every starting pitcher is going to have a tough outing at some point. He had that one against a really, really good team that grinds out at bats, and I think that he learned a lot through it. And we all know what kind of competitor he is, and he was back at it today, and we see him as a starting pitcher.
DK, I was talking to Brian Reynolds, and I know you had mentioned some of the things that he worked on in the outfield. He said that you were someone who helped him with that hop in the outfield and how he's had this transition in the second half. What did you see from your infield knowledge, he called it, to know that could have helped him mechanically?
Just something to be more athletic, and something we talked about. Brian was taking some ground balls last year at first base, and we were just talking through first base and how, anywhere you are on the field is you're an athlete, and just go be athletic, what that means, and just talk through some of that. Fascinating how fast he's able to implement things, and how he's turned things around in the outfield. Just a huge credit to him, and he's worked really hard at it too, every single day, going out there in the outfield and chegging fly balls, and he's doing great.